Tom here, g'day champions, and welcome back to another Division 2 build video. A quick apologies for the lack of build videos. Life and work has been crazy at the moment. Any spare downtime has been spent with family and squeezing in some streaming, so editing these amazing build videos has kind of been put on the back burner. I am doing my best to try and smash out these build videos, but I also want to make sure that I'm keeping that high quality of standard in the build, the information, and the entertainment factor. If you do want to see any of my builds live in action, do jump on over and drop a follow on Twitch, the link's going to be in the description. Today's build is featuring the buffed RPK LMG, and damn, it hits different. LMG's got a lot of love when Title Update 20 dropped, and personally I hadn't really played around with them much. So I thought it's about time that I do so. And while using this build on stream, a lot of viewers were asking for a full build video, so here it is. I've been using this thing all over the place, in Conflict and in the DZ, and it's been racking up some insane kills. The build is pretty easy to make and easy to use. I haven't fully expertised the weapon just to prove to the lower expertise players that this still can be used in PvP. Also remember, in Conflict we lose both our expertise and all our SHD watch stats. I do have this loadout currently saved for Conflict, and we're going to be rocking 54% crit hit chance, 156% crit hit damage, 14% damage to armor, and a huge 20% damage to targets out of cover with a massive 137% weapon damage.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Now that's all before any of our talents or perks get activated. I'm going to shut up for a little bit and we're going to go check out some gameplay, le montage, and we will be back with the build breakdown in just a few moments, so enjoy.
In the beginning,
Stop it. Get some help.
I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work.
Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, this my prime. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, and this my prime. Yeah, sorry for the wait, didn't think I'd come up, y'all just need a little faith. I've been patient, just waiting on the river with an ace. Gotta move real careful, we coming surveying the place. I touched down in your city, that's a rival. Y'all got one thing on your mind, it's survival. But if you wanna take a shot at the title, call the medic, we checking your vitals. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, this my prime. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, and this my prime. Let me tell them one time. Said I'm all in my prime. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, feeling real good, yeah, all in my prime. It's about that time, say your goodbyes, cause ain't no match for the way that I grind, yeah, I'm all in my prime. Prime time, we mile high, the gate closed. Same city as Royce and I mean Rose. It's flatbeds for the checks, that's a bank rolls. I've been killing it, I'm guilty, case closed. Yeah, y'all are too basic, my reputation, borderline amazing. Good things coming, they just need a little patience. Ready for whatever, all you gotta do is say when. In my eyes, when I rise, I visualize. I ain't ever taking a break, you taking 5. Even if I ain't got it, know that I'll make the time. On my next move by the time that the ink gon' dry. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, this my prime. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, and this is my prime. Let me tell them one time. Said I'm all in my prime. Let me tell them one time, I've been on the grind, feeling real good, yeah, all in my prime. It's about that time, say you goodbyes, cause ain't no match for the way that I grind, yeah, I'm all in my prime.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go buy it off. Oh yeah.
Stupid.
One more's out? Yeah.
Oh, you want to be humbled real quick? I got you.
Status.
They're on me. Nice OB build, bro.
Rogue agent detected.
Oh,
Initiated.
OB and you had a fucking healer and you both got fucking shit on? Oh, I got two more on me. Yeah, it does, but they're on Rogue, man.
Rogue status.
Where you at, Reese? Come back, Reese. Come back. Fucking 1v4 bot. 1v4. Get fucking shit on.
I love your energy. Of course you do, baby.
Sheesh, we got some solid beams in that gameplay. It's always going to be GG's at the end of a session. I'm a nice guy, but don't take my niceness for weakness. Remember, I've got no issue matching your energy if you want to be a douchebag. Righto, enough said. Welcome back to all you amazing subscribers, and if you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the content, make sure that you smash that subscribe button. If everyone can take a second to engage with the video, a like, a share, a comment, it's all going to help with the magic and the wizardry of the YouTube algorithm. We've been absolutely destroying these like goals lately, so getting another 200 likes on this video would be amazing. If you're interested in supporting the channel a little bit further, we now have channel memberships. Click the join button to see all the perks. And if you want to catch me live in action at any time, make sure that you jump on over and drop a follow on Twitch, and all the links for all my other socials will be in the description below. Righto then, champions, it is time to get in and check out the build. Here it is. We have 4 reds, 2 blues, and no core skill tiers. We are sitting just under 1.2 million in armor. While we have expertise some of the armor pieces on this, it doesn't really increase our armor pool too much. Now, I've fiddled around with a few different combinations of the build, and this is what I feel works best for me. Again, all your core attributes can be adjusted to suit you, your playstyle, and the situation that you're in, but this is definitely the balance that I think works best for me. For the gear on the build, we've got the Coyote's Mask, Seska Chest, Picara's Holster, Fox's Knees, Contractor's Gloves, and a Grupo Backpack. All the core pieces on this build are in the general loot pool, so it's really easy to farm for. For our specialization, we're going to be using Technician. We do get a +1 skill tier here, but the main reason that we're going to be using it is for the linked laser pointer. Having this equipped just means that we simply need to ADS to be able to pulse our target to get that amplified damage. Also, just a quick reminder that you have spec'd into the correct weapon damage. This can be an easy thing to overlook, especially if you're one of those players that likes to make a lot of different types of builds. For our primary weapon, I've gone with the Black Market RPK. This is actually a replica because I crafted it. We have got a little bit of expertise on this, but in the current game you can take this all the way up to 25%. I've kept this in the middle range for 2 reasons. 1, I don't need to waste exotics on it, and 2, if you are reasonably new to the game, it is very easy to get to expertise 12. We've got max LMG damage, damage to targets out of cover, and damage to armor. The talent that we're going for here is called Flatline, amplifies weapon damage by 15% to pulsed enemies. We're rocking a crit hit chance sight, extended magazine, crit hit chance muzzle, and we had that linked laser pointer. 100% using this feels like a cheat code. All you need to do is ADS at a player and they're pulsed. It's pretty simple. The pulse is going to proc Flatline, and it also procs our chest talent. For our secondary weapon, I've got the Kingbreaker, which does have perfect Flatline on it, and I also have a TDI card pistol with Finisher. Both these items can be swapped out to different pieces, it's just what I had on when I made the build. For the first gear piece on the build, we're going to be checking out our Coyote's Mask. This is an all-red exotic item. Comes with weapon damage, crit hit chance, crit hit damage, and we've gone with a crit hit damage mod. The talent's called Pack Instincts. You and all your allies gain bonuses based off the distance of the last enemy that you hit. From 0 to 15 meters, we provide 25% crit hit damage. 15 to 25 meters, 10% crit hit damage and 10% crit hit chance. And greater than 25 meters is plus 25% crit hit chance. I prefer to play this build between that 15 and 25 meter range, so we're going to be able to provide ourselves and our teammates with 10% crit hit damage and 10% crit hit chance. This is awesome when we go in and play Conflict. It means we don't need to change anything on our build. Because they have removed our expertise and our SHD watch stats from Conflict, it just means it's going to bring us back up to our base crit hit chance and crit hit damage stats. For our chest piece, we are rocking one piece of Seska for that 10% crit hit chance. Got max weapon damage, crit hit chance, crit hit damage, and a crit hit damage mod. The talent that I've gone with here is Spotter. Amplifies total weapon and skill damage by 15% to pulsed enemies. Again, that linked laser pointer is doing all the heavy lifting for this build. You aim your gun and you start shooting. As long as that target's pulsed, that's a massive 30% amplified damage. Now I have tried this setup with the closer chest piece, which is the perfect spotter talent, but this layout actually hits harder. For our holster, we've gone with a pretty easy one. It's the Picaro's. The 10% skill haste does impact our skills just a little bit. We've got max armor, crit hit chance, and that fixed 15% weapon damage, which essentially is another core attribute. For our knee pads, we've gone with the named Overlord, the Fox's Prayer. We've got max armor, crit hit damage, and that fixed 8% multiplicative damage to targets out of cover. For the gloves, we've got the named Petrov, the Contractors. Petrov's going to give us 10% LMG damage, which is very handy on this setup. We have max weapon damage, crit hit damage, and again, another amplified damage in that 8% damage to armor. And lastly, for the backpack, we have our Grupo backpack, which is going to give us 15% critical hit damage. Max weapon damage, crit hit chance, and a crit hit damage mod. The talent on this one is Vigilance. Increases total weapon damage by 25%, however, taking any form of damage disables this buff for 4 seconds. So trying to play a little bit at range, maybe on a corner, a little bit in cover, is definitely going to help benefit this build. Another thing that can really help Vigilance stay active is going to be your skills, and personally I think the Decoy is the best one to go for here. Hopefully if players don't know where you are, then you can keep it active. The other skill that I'm using is the Seeker Mine. Again, this can be used to push players out of their comfort zone and allow you to beam them. But like always, skills on these types of builds can be player preference. Righto champions, it is now fine print time. Let's check out our stat sheet. 54% crit hit chance and 156% crit hit damage. Remember, we've also got that 14% damage to armor, and we have a massive 20% damage to targets out of cover. Both of these are already multiplicative damages. We also have 97% all weapon damage and 40% LMG damage, giving us a total of 137%. Obviously, expertising our RPK even more would increase this damage. And don't forget, on top of all this damage on our stat sheet, we get that 30% amplified damage from both Flatline and Spotter, and that 25% from Vigilance. This build has a crazy amount of damage on it. And just to round it off, we'll peek at our defensive stats. There you go, we're just under that 1.2 million in armor. So that's the build champions. LMG's got buffed, and now the RPK hits very different. The build's easy to make and easy to use, and even without having a fully expertise weapon, it destroys players. But the most important thing is when you use this build, you're gonna have a lot of bloody fun. So what do you reckon? Are you gonna be a champion and have a crack at this build? What modifications would you make? Let me know down below. Thanks for tuning in champions, and make sure that you show your support by smashing the like button on this video, and if you're not already, please subscribe. Everyone's support is always greatly appreciated. Remember to stay frosty, keep looting and shooting, and give them hell. And I do hope to catch you in the next one. I'm Plum out.